Hello, my name is Avi Ben David. I'm the CEO of Mulholland Brand, and I'm doing this video specifically for you. We're gonna meet with you, and I want you to learn a little bit about our company. Mulholland Brand exists since 1994. Today, we're a business that contains over 100 employees. Some of them are youngsters who joining us, and we train them, and we're showing them the ropes of life. We have great people, good mentors teaching the young guys. So I would like to welcome you and have you come and be one of our customers and joining our family, the Mulholland Brand family. The product that we do is beautiful. We're doing things that require as less maintenance as possible. It took us years to perfect our product, and with one thing in mind is how are we creating better experience for our customers. And when doing gates, fences, equipment covers that we do, pergolas, things like that, especially with gates that are moving parts, we are basically getting married, because we're going to be there and handling this gate, even if something ever going to go wrong, even in 5 years or 10 years or 3 years, whenever, we're going to be there. And if you ever going to need to add something or you want to stick to the same design, we're going to have everything on file. We're going to know each other for many years. As the CEO of this company, I know that I'm responsible for everything that's happening. Once we're doing the project for you, I guarantee you that you're going to be very happy. I'm accessible. You want to call me or talk to me, I'm really doing my best to be accessible and available through the day. Right now we have a turnaround that is pretty fast. We keep perfecting it. It changes with times, but in general we can finish a project usually within about 16 days. We come out, we measure, and then about 16 days later most of our projects are getting installed. We are very fast at what we do. We're working based on procedures. Everything we do, we price it with a price list that we have. So we have a price list for not only the product itself, but also for the installation. So when we are quoting a project, you're gonna see the price that you pay for the material and the price that you pay to install that material. We don't use dealers, we don't use subcontractors, so you're gonna get the manufacturing, and the manufacturing employees are actually coming out to install the product for you, which is a huge plus. Whatever you pay, everybody else is paying. It doesn't matter where you live, what kind of car you drive. We don't judge things based on that. So you're protected as far as the price goes. Now let me go and show you a little bit about our place real quick. Emily right here, that what she does, she's going to put your order in. Once the order comes in, she's going to put it into the system, and you're going to get a date for measurements. This is our scheduling department, scheduling for measurements, scheduling for installation, scheduling for service calls. This is Luis, our engineer. Every product in the company goes through him. He's putting the product together. And what you see in here, it's actually a gate that's going to be on a slope. Now, when it comes to hilly terrains and slopes, that's our biggest strength when it comes to this industry, because we're doing so much work. We're finishing between 5 and 12 projects every day. And a lot of them are done on hilly terrains where we're calculating the slopes very well. And when we make the product, it fitting your property beautifully. When we come out to your property, this is how things are getting measured. And here we're getting into our factory. This is where magic takes place. This is where we're actually making everything. And come, I'll show you. The first thing that we're going to see in here is going to be our powder coating facility, which is a beautiful facility, one of the best ones in California today, and we're getting a new one right now, so we're very excited. We have 2 painting booths in here. One of them is robotic, one of them is hand one. We also have what's called a cyclone, which means that we are soaking all the powder back into the system and utilizing about 80% of the powder, so we don't have powder just flying all over the place. It's very environmental friendly. This is powder. So right now the color is powdery. It works electronically, plus and minus. The powder gets everywhere and into the product, into like little areas, corners, things like that. And from there, it will go into the oven and will get baked onto the material. We have cutters in the company that all they do all day long is cutting the material. Basically cutting the material, putting it on carts, and that cart will be pushed to one of the tables. The welder will fabricate the product, and from there it's going to go into our buffing department where they're buffing the material real well before it go into powder coating. Each one of those tables working on a separate project. Each project is custom. In this industry, everything always custom. I would say 99% of the situations you cannot go and buy a gate ready-made, because sizes of gates always changes, the opening is changing, the slope is changing. It's not such as doors or windows where you can buy them ready-made and install them. So everything that you see in here gets done for a specific customer, for specific property, and it's all custom. In this area, what we do, we're buffing the material before it goes into powder coating. You see in here, this area is welded, but you don't really see the weld. This is after it's been buffed, and you can see the little scratches on the material, which makes the powder goes in and getting embedded into the material even better. The material when it gets hot, it's expanding a little bit, and the powder goes even in like our pores of our skin in a similar fashion, and then get baked onto the material, so you're getting a very good paint process. And that's what we want. The idea is to create a product that will require as less maintenance as possible. This is some product that just came out from the oven. It will be ready to go into QC, where we're gonna check the product, make sure everything looks good. This is, for example, a project that's gonna go out after it's been checked, quality control checked it, making sure we got everything, each one of the posts getting wrapped before it goes out to the field. Everything is built in a way that the procedures themselves will help us to achieve high results. So you're gonna be happy at the end. You're gonna smile, like a lot of the customers that you see online talking about us through reviews and posting pictures out there of the projects that we did for them, and I want you to be one of those happy customers. If you see, the locks that we're using are all mortise locks. They are very, very good quality locks. You have the bolts and you have a latch, and those locks can last for many, many years. Our specialty is door hardware. This company started from being a door hardware company, so we really know door hardware, which we moved it into all our products. If you're an engineer or somebody who has good eye for things, you can tell this is a very good hinge system. We can add as many hinges as we want because the accuracy of it is very high. It goes into a track in here, so we can add as many hinges as we want and we don't have to worry about it. So this is where we are. This is Canoga Park. This is where our factory is. We have this building and the building across the street. I want to take you to the other side real quick and show you the area where we're making some of our wood-like. So here it is. Look at its beauty. I'm so excited every time I see it. This is actually aluminum that we're making it looks like wood. There is a procedure for doing it. This is the process. We're wrapping it with that film, but before we wrapping it, we first powder coat it with special powder coating. Then we wrap it. From here it will go into that machine in here, and the profile will go between those 2 points. The air will be soaked out of it and the film will sit tight on the profile, and then from there the whole thing will be pushed and go into this huge oven in here, and it's actually gonna be tattooed. I'm calling it tattooed because this is really the best way to describe it. It's getting tattooed onto the aluminum. So now, guess what? You have a project that we can make for you that's gonna look like it's wood, but without all the maintenance that wood required. This is where we cut our glass. It's very hard to compete with us when it comes to projects that done with glass, because we are like the wholesaler as well as the glazers. When you're looking at our catalog, if you choose anything to do with glass, or you want the whole thing that looks like glass, or part of it, you can mix and match. You can have, for example, our Profile 24 with a piece of glass on the top or on the side. And that's the beauty also about what we're doing, that you have so many different combinations that you can choose from. This area is where we're making the security bars, the folding security bars that looks like that. The nice thing about them, they consider to be easy glide. They are very easy to maneuver, to close and open. All powder coated, come with a mortise lock as well, that locking it in 3 different points. Very good for sliding doors, very good for French doors. We do our own laser cutting, so you can choose from many different designs that we already have in our catalog, or you can choose a unique design. This is the laser cutting machine. Basically, we're using 3 different thicknesses on the aluminum sheets. You can choose different designs that can be incorporated into your gate or into anything else that got to do with lasers. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope that we're gonna become friends, and you're gonna join the Mulholland Brand family, and we're gonna know each other for years and years to come. So thank you very much for a beautiful future. I'm Avi Ben David at Mulholland Brand. Have a beautiful day.